Would I go to Wish and buy an EDC? Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Pete. Today we are going to be looking at the Wish EDC kit review, which we've just got here. So as I said 3 months ago, I went on to Wish and I gave myself a £30 challenge of buying some EDC products from Wish, where I had to have a criteria. I had to have a wallet, knife, pen, a watch, and then of some sort of other things which help me on an everyday life. Sort of go around there. So there was two ways to look at this. I spent under £30 if you did not include the postage. But we all know that all the Wish products and things like that, they price them really cheap, and then they put on like a quite expensive postage rate onto their product, which really oversets the price of the item. So when I then looked at the £30 challenge and incorporating the postage, I actually didn't have that much at all, but I did have the very, very bare minimum, which you can check back on that video and have a quick look at it and see what I actually got. But I've got the full EDC with me. I'm wearing a couple of things and the rest of it inside a little pouch over here. So I thought, as with the old £30 challenge style, I'll give you a little rundown while walking through some local woods. I'm on the riverside walk on the River Winston, just outside my house. I thought, well, this time, because it's in a big pouch and that sort of stuff, I thought I'll find somewhere quite a nice little spot just to sit down next to the river and just go through some of the kit and say, is it good or is it not? Yeah, so put your views down below now, pause it, comment, is a Wish EDC worthwhile getting, or is it not worth getting, sort of on there. So, oh, do you know, I've just seen a little fishing spot with a chair. Oh, I just hate it when people do this, fires and there's leaves and rubbish everywhere, sort of on there. But where it comes to maybe somewhere to sit, it's actually quite dry. So I might just take liberty of this item over here and have a quick look and chat to you out in the river and see what we've got. Ah, here we go. I think I'll go from here actually. Okay, so the Wish kit itself, as I said, you get what you get from Wish. So we'll start off with the things on the wrist. The very first thing, the watch. So on the screen now you'll see a few bits of images and how much I paid for it and that thing. The watch gave up working about 1.5 months into the challenge itself. I've got it on today, just to see on here, and it's actually saying it's 25 past 5. Sure, I don't actually know. Is it actually, has it corrected itself? Let's have a quick look, see what the time is. No, it's 10 to 4. So it's 10 to 4, and so this watch sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. And I did get it wet, and it worked. It worked after getting wet, so it didn't say it's waterproof, but it did hold its time. It's very, very lightweight, very, very cheap sort of plastic, but the buckle itself was actually not a bad little buckle. The strap wasn't actually a bad sort of strap, but the watch itself, it's been bitten, it's on my wrist, but the watch itself, no, complete knackered. The night, the day glow thing, when you look at it, you could only really see our hands. You couldn't see anything else sort of coming around, and it didn't last for that long. Will I buy that again? No. I've had much better watches of Wish. When I first signed up, I got a really good one for free. Free for things to join and play, 99p postage. A lot better than that one. Right, the next thing we had was this paracord bracelet. Problem is, when you buy these paracord bracelets, they come in one size only. This was a 9.5-inch bracelet. I take an 8-inch bracelet when I wear mine. So did I wear this? No, I haven't, because look at this, it was too big and clumsy. The knife is still, I've used it a couple of times. The striker, yeah, so it's nice having a ferro rod sort of in there, and I sell these things myself, so I do know they're quite good. I'm not going to get halfway and dropping it. And the whistles are actually quite good in these. But so what I've got with this just sits over top of my gear stick inside the car. So I've got some paracord in there. So I've got like 9 foot of paracord in there, and then I've got a whistle, a ferro rod, and a knife in case I need it. Sort of little thing in there. So that is what I use that for. The watch is garbage. It's going to get a bin straight off this video. Sort of on there. Right, the pouch. So this was a added extra. So if I'm doing the £30 challenge under with the postage, this pouch is not included. If I do the £30 not including postage, then this pouch is included. So it depends how you want to see it. The pouch, when I first got it, I thought it was actually quite good and quite robust. I packed it up, what I've got now. I put it on my belt loop, and it's just really heavy. Just felt really unawkward. Didn't go over my clothes very nicely. So as an EDC sort of pouch onto your normal belt, no, it's too big and clumsy sort of on that. But if I'm going to use a webbing belt or in the army sort of thing, yes, that pouch has been quite good. I have found it though as a really good use for a door holder. So inside the door pouch, inside the side of my car, I put a few things inside there, and there's also a grab bag in case I need to go out of the car quickly. I've got everything I need inside that. The mobile phone holder, no, I generally don't use that. It does hold the S9 with my indestructible case. It does fit it, but it's just awkward to try to get it in and out. But it does hold the S9, which is nice to know. So when I'm going camping sort of thing, if I just want to grab this and bung this into the back of a bag for a day walk, yes, this actually works quite well. But when it comes to the poppers, the first time I tried pulling the popper, it snapped off the end. Yeah, so it snapped off, so I can't actually do the popper up anymore anyway, so I can't even put it on the webbing belt if I want to. So just bear that in mind. The quality of the clip wasn't overly good. Other things inside that, the zippers, no problems with the zippers, and a little bit of loose threading here and there. It does hold the wallet, it does hold a mini first aid kit. It's also got a couple of other things inside there as well, so it can hold the entire EDC content except the watch and that. So yes, as a holder, it does do what it says on the tin. The quality's not that good. The pen, this was a break glass pen which had a little strap on it. It didn't fit inside there with the little pocket clip, and when you put the pocket clip on, it's going to really hurt anyway because you've got the little titanium spike on the end. The twist pen, I quite like this pen. It's been writing fine. I put it inside the kit, sort of facing down. Just got to be bear in mind the spike. Actually, do I do the spike? Yeah, actually, no, I put the spike down so I don't actually grab it. So the pen has still been working by being held upside down. I am going to do a video testing this spike coming up soon. I've just got to get the right place where I can do it. I've just got to speak to the scrapyard guy, and I'm going to see how good is these Wish break glass pens. I'm going to sit in the car and give a quick test and see, can I actually get out by using this pen. So that's coming up fairly shortly. But the pen, I like that. I've got no real qualms with that pen, and having a break glass inside my car is always a nice little thing to have anyway. Right, the next thing we had on the kit, a little torch. Stay very cheap. Yeah, not very good quality at all. It's had the same batteries in since I put them in there 3 months ago. Likewise, I've tried using it and it didn't really throw up anything other than if you want to use it for reading a quick map inside the car and not distracting the driver, or reading a book inside the car without distracting the driver, then yes, this is the kiddie for you. Other than that, I wouldn't rely on this torch to try to see in the dark or see anywhere sort of on there itself. So no, not even no really for that. But the wallet came a lot bigger than I thought it was. It did fit in my pocket. It's been okay. It gets a bit annoying sometimes because you know how big it actually is, but it does hold all the cards. It said it had an RFID reader inside there. I tested it and no, it didn't work. The only thing was scrambled it up because I had more than one card inside the card reader. So when I tried scanning it and on there, it came up as more than one card. I took the cards out, scanned it again, and it worked. So no, so the RFID card reader and the Wish one, do not recommend it. Sort of on there. The change pocket holds the change. Yep, holds it exactly what on there. It holds the receipts. It holds all my cards as I want it to do anyway. So, but it's just the width of the wallet is a little bit too chunky, really, to put things in there inside it. But it was leather. I like the colour of it, and it was real leather, so it was a nice little wallet. Just a little bit bigger than I thought it was. And the last little thing we had inside the Wish kit is the little survival card. Again, due to circumstances across the world, I haven't managed to get myself out with this now, but now fishing season's around, so I'm going to see if I can, what I'm going to try and do is fashion myself a fishing rod. We're using this saw and that sort of stuff and some fishing hooks, and see down by the river now, see how good is this card actually in there. So we've got some spinners, we've got some stuff. I can't use the spares because we're not allowed to spear hunt or frog gig in our country, in the UK, but we've got some trap sets, lines, but I'll actually go out and make stuff and just see how good this actually is, and might put something down just to spare us to see will it actually hold out if I did use it. Okay, just before we wrap up on the old video there are a couple other things I just nearly forgot. There were some couple of things which go on the keys as well. So part of the criteria was fire, which we already saw about the striker, but another thing they had was what we call a one match lighter or strike matcher, whatever it is. It's a little mini ferro rod inside there, a striker with a wick, and you put lighter fluid inside here to put it on. So I found the only drama is with this is as soon as you take it out, the lighter fluid, you need to put enough lighter fluid to make this thing work all the time, but you need to hold it at an angle in which the fluid doesn't actually come out, and then you can strike it and hopefully it'll catch a wick, which is not today because the wick is knackered now and it's not working anymore. Yeah, you can see there, 3 months. I've only used it a handful of times and it's throwing off really good sparks. So as a striker, it's another little ferro rod, but I put lighter fluid in this literally before I actually went out. So I put about that much lighter fluid inside it just before I went out, and I've walked down the road, done this video, and it's not working. Yeah, so can you rely on something like this as a backup if you want to go down there? Probably not. Yeah, so it's either come out in my evaporated through the O-ring, or it's just not working sort of on there. So let's have a look. Have I got any in here? Well, it's either come out of my pocket then, probably evaporated, but I did put a good amount of lighter fluid in that before I come out. I will try it when I get home. I'll put some more in there just to give it a go. The other thing I did have was a little keyring, a multi-tool, sort of Phillips screwdrivers and that sort of stuff. There was one time in the last few weeks where I needed to use a screwdriver for something. I got this out and it did not work. Yeah, purely because there wasn't enough gap between the screwdriver area and actually the item at which I wanted to try and turn. So what is the point of carrying this on the keyring other than maybe a little wire cutter, and it's got a little file to keep a knife sharp, but other than that, bit of garbage. Yeah, so 2 extra things on my keyring which I can't rely on. I can't rely on the match, and I can't rely on the screwdriver sort of thing, just because it didn't work. I used it once and it didn't work. So that is all of that stuff. So that is all of that stuff we've now got inside here. So would you use this? Would you rely on all of these items from Wish? Bearing in mind I've had them for 3 months and nearly every single one of these has failed me in some way in 3 months. The only thing going is the pen and the little card. The only reason the card still works because I haven't used it yet. So everything else, everything I bought from there has failed me in some way. That has only failed me because it's too big. It comes in one size only. You can't select which size you want. But other than that, what would you? I'd like to see your views. Put your comments, likes down below. Would I do that? Would I go to Wish and buy an EDC? No, is the answer. Will I go to Wish and buy 1 or 2 things to maybe boost up an ongoing EDC, or maybe to change things? yes, things I would get, again, if I was going to do it, the pen and the wallet. No real dramas with those. Just know you just need to put an RFD card inside there to stop the wallet from actually working, which I've done, so we can't actually grab it on there. Okay, so that's it for this kit review. If you put a comment down below, what would you have out of this? Would you do Wish? Would you trust it? I'd like to see your thoughts. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff we always ask you to do, because it all about helps the channel grow. And without your support out there and actually liking and sharing my videos, the channel's going to go nowhere, really, is it? So if you want to see more of me or see more things that come over, do that. Yeah, help me grow. I've got 400. I'm over 400 now, so my aim is to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. So if you can help me do that, that'd be wonderful. I'm sort of on there myself. But that's it. Just remember, it's better to be one with the wilderness than to fight and struggle. Until the next video, bye for now. That's it today. I hope you like this little kit review.